Imagine this for a moment. Your body is talking to you every single day, not by shouting, not by pain at first, but by whispering through small changes you brush off as normal. That constant tiredness, that unexplained weight gain, that brain fog you can't shake. What if these aren't random problems at all, but warning signals your body is begging you not to ignore? Your body is incredibly intelligent. It is designed to survive, adapt, and protect you long before a disease shows up on a medical report. Long before a diagnosis, long before things get serious. The problem is not that the body doesn't speak. The problem is that we've stopped listening. Modern life has trained us to silence symptoms with caffeine, painkillers, sugar, scrolling, and distractions while the real message keeps getting louder underneath. One of the earliest silent cries for help is constant fatigue. Not the kind that comes after a long day, but the kind that follows you even after a full night's sleep. You wake up tired. You rely on coffee just to feel human. By afternoon, your energy crashes. Most people blame age, stress, or workload, but chronic fatigue is often your body signaling deeper issues, nutrient deficiencies like iron, vitamin B12, or magnesium. Poor gut health affecting nutrient absorption, hormonal imbalances, or even low-grade inflammation quietly burning inside you. Your body is saying, I don't have the resources I need to function. Then there's brain fog, that feeling where your thoughts are cloudy. Your memory feels unreliable, and focusing becomes a struggle. You forget simple words. You lose your train of thought. You feel mentally slow. This isn't just overt. Brain fog can be a silent sign of blood sugar instability, chronic stress flooding your brain with cortisol, dehydration, poor sleep quality, or inflammation affecting the nervous system. Your brain is extremely sensitive. When something is off in the body, the brain is often the first to suffer quietly. Another overlooked signal is changes in your digestion, bloating after almost every meal, frequent constipation or loose stools, acid reflux that suddenly becomes normal for you. Your gut is not just a food processing tube, it's the center of immunity, hormone regulation, and mental health. When digestion is consistently uncomfortable, your body is warning you that your gut lining may be irritated. Your microbiome may be imbalanced, or your stress levels are interfering with digestion. Ignoring gut symptoms is like ignoring the foundation cracks in a building. Pay attention to your skin. It often reveals internal distress before anything else does. Persistent acne in adulthood, sudden dryness, unexplained rashes, dark circles, or dullness are not just cosmetic issues, they are messages. Acne can be linked to hormonal imbalance or gut inflammation. Dry, itchy skin may signal dehydration or essential fatty acid deficiency. Dark circles can point toward poor sleep, liver overload, or chronic stress. Your skin is a mirror reflecting what's happening inside. Another silent cry comes through unexplained weight changes. You're eating the same way, moving the same way, but the scale keeps climbing or dropping without reason. Weight gain can signal insulin resistance, thyroid issues, chronic stress, or hormonal disruption. Sudden weight loss can be a sign of nutrient malabsorption, digestive disorders, or overactive stress hormones. Your body doesn't change weight randomly, it responds to internal signals. Mood changes are another major warning we normalize too easily. Irritability, anxiety, low motivation, or feeling emotionally flat are not always psychological. The body and mind are deeply connected. Nutrient deficiencies, gut imbalance, blood sugar crashes, and sleep deprivation all affect neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. When your mood shifts without a clear emotional reason, your body may be asking for balance, not judgment. You may also notice frequent minor illnesses, colds that linger, infections that keep coming back, slow wound healing. This is your immune system quietly waving a red flag. A weakened immune response often points to chronic stress, poor sleep, nutrient depletion, or inflammation. Your body is saying, "I'm exhausted. I can't defend you the way I should." Even subtle pain patterns matter. Regular headaches, tight shoulders, jaw clenching, lower back stiffness. These aches are not just posture problems or bad pillows. They often reflect stress stored in the body, inflammation, dehydration, or muscle tension caused by nervous system overload. Pain is the body's last language when whispers are ignored. Perhaps the most dangerous silent sign is poor sleep. Trouble falling asleep, waking up at the same time every night, feeling unrested despite long sleep hours. Sleep is when the body repairs, detoxifies, and resets hormones. Disrupted sleep is often a symptom, not the problem itself. Blood sugar imbalance, cortisol dysregulation, gut issues, and nervous system stress can all quietly sabotage your sleep while you blame your mattress or phone. Here's the truth most people never hear. Symptoms are not the enemy, they are messages. Your body is not breaking down, it is communicating. Disease doesn't appear overnight. It is built slowly, silently, through ignored signals piling up over time. If you've recognized yourself in even a few of these signs, that doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your body is still working hard to protect you, and it's asking for your attention before things get worse. And this is where the story gets powerful, because once you learn how to listen, you can respond before whispers turn into screams. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for pain before taking action. Pain feels urgent, so we respect it. But silent signs feel easy to ignore. You tell yourself, "Everyone is tired. Stress is normal. This will pass." What you don't realize is that your body uses discomfort as a last resort. Before pain comes imbalance. Before imbalance comes small signals. And before small signals comes a window of opportunity most people miss. Take constant cravings. For example, craving sugar, salty snacks, or caffeine all day long isn't about weak willpower. It's often a biological cry for help. Sugar cravings can signal blood sugar instability, magnesium deficiency, or chronic stress. Salt cravings may point toward adrenal fatigue or dehydration. Caffeine dependence can be a sign that your nervous system is exhausted and your energy production systems are struggling. Your body is trying to self-correct the fastest way it knows how. Another quiet warning sign is frequent bloating and gas even after healthy meals. Many people assume healthy food should always feel good, but when digestion is compromised, even nutritious foods can cause discomfort. This can indicate low stomach acid, enzyme deficiencies, food sensitivities, or gut inflammation. When digestion is weak, nutrients don't get absorbed properly, leading to fatigue, hair thinning, brittle nails, and low immunity over time. The body whispers through digestion long before it shouts through disease. Let's talk about hair changes, something many people dismiss as aging or genetics. Excessive hair shedding, thinning, or slow growth often reflects internal stress. Hair is not essential for survival, so when the body is under pressure, it redirects nutrients away from hair toward vital organs. Low iron, thyroid imbalance, protein deficiency, or chronic stress can all show up on your scalp before anywhere else. Your body is prioritizing survival, not appearance. You might also notice you're more sensitive than before to noise, light, temperature, or even emotions. Small things irritate you easily. Loud sounds feel overwhelming. You feel on edge for no clear reason. This is often a sign that your nervous system is overstimulated and under a torvid. Chronic stress keeps your body in fight or flight mode, flooding you with stress hormones that make rest feel impossible. This isn't weakness, it's biology. Another silent signal is frequent urination or extreme thirst. Many people normalize this without thinking twice, but these can be early signs of blood sugar imbalance, electrolyte deficiency, or dehydration at the cellular level. Your body relies on precise fluid and mineral balance to function. When that balance is disturbed, the body sends subtle cues long before serious problems develop. Pay attention to your posture and breathing. If you catch yourself constantly holding your breath, breathing shallowly, or feeling tight in your chest, this is your body reflecting internal tension. Shallow breathing reduces oxygen delivery, increases stress hormones, and worsens fatigue and anxiety. The body adapts to chronic stress by changing how you breathe quietly, constantly, and often unnoticed. Even your tolerance for exercise can be a signal. If workouts that once energized you now leave you drained for days, your body may be telling you it's under overtraining, poor sleep, nutrient depletion, and hormonal imbalance can all make exercise feel like punishment instead of support. Pushing harder in this state doesn't build health, it breaks it down. The most important thing to understand is this: your body is always on your side. Every symptom has a purpose. Every signal is an attempt to protect you, to adapt, to survive. Symptoms are not random failures, they are intelligent responses to an environment your body feels it can no longer handle. When you ignore these signals, the body adapts by lowering expectations. Energy drops, performance declines, mood dulls, immunity weakens. Eventually, what started as a whisper becomes impossible to ignore. But when you listen early, when you respect fatigue instead of fighting it, when you investigate symptoms instead of masking them, you give your body permission to heal. When people finally decide to pay attention, the first question they ask is, where do I even start? And the answer is simpler than most expect. You start by slowing down. A body that is constantly rushed never feels safe enough to heal. Healing begins when the nervous system shifts out of survival mode. That means creating moments in your day where your body is not being pushed, stimulated, or demanded from. One of the most powerful but underestimated signals is appetite change. Losing your appetite or feeling hungry all the time is not random. Appetite is regulated by hormones, stress levels, sleep quality, and gut health. Chronic stress can completely shut down hunger or make you crave food non-stop. Poor sleep disrupts hunger hormones, confusing your body about when and how much to eat. When appetite becomes unpredictable, your body is telling you its internal rhythms are off balance. Your energy patterns throughout the day also reveal more than you think. If you feel wired at night but exhausted in the morning, this often signals cortisol imbalance. Your stress hormone is meant to be high in the morning and low at night. When that rhythm flips, sleep becomes difficult, mornings feel heavy, and your body never fully recovers. This isn't a discipline problem. It's a biological mismatch caused by chronic stress, late-night stimulation, and insufficient recovery. Another silent but serious signal is numbness emotionally or physically. Feeling disconnected, unmotivated, or emotionally flat is often the result of prolonged stress where the body has learned to shut down. Sensation as a coping mechanism. This is the nervous system protecting you from overload, but over time, this protection becomes limitation. The body isn't just asking for rest, it's asking for safety, consistency, and care. Let's talk about inflammation, because many silent signs trace back to it. Inflammation doesn't always show up as pain. It can appear as stiffness in the morning, puffy face or fingers, frequent headaches, sinus pressure, or feeling heavy in your body. Low-grade chronic inflammation is often fueled by poor sleep, processed foods, unmanaged stress, and gut imbalance. It quietly interferes with hormones, brain function, and immunity long before disease is diagnosed. Another overlooked warning is frequent sighing or yawning. Many people think this means boredom or tiredness, but it can actually be a sign that your body is struggling to regulate oxygen and carbon dioxide due to stress-driven breathing patterns. The body sighs to reset breathing when the nervous system is overwhelmed. It's a subtle call for calm. Even your tolerance for cold or heat can shift when something is off. Always feeling cold may indicate thyroid imbalance, poor circulation, or low calorie intake. Feeling overheated easily can be related to hormonal fluctuations, inflammation, or nervous system dysregulation. Temperature sensitivity is your body's way of saying its internal thermostat needs attention. Here's where most people get it wrong. They try to fix everything at once. They change their diet overnight. Start intense exercise. Add supplements. Cut calories. Wake up earlier. Do more. But a stressed body doesn't heal from more pressure. It heals from support. Listening means asking different questions. Instead of, how do I push through this? You ask, what is my body lacking? Instead of silencing symptoms, you get curious about them. Curiosity is powerful. It shifts you from frustration into partnership with your body. When you respond to early signs with better sleep, consistent meals, hydration, gentle movement, and stress regulation, the body often responds quickly. Energy begins to return, digestion improves, sleep deepens, mood stabilizes. Not because you forced your body to behave, but because you gave it what it needed. The body is always trying to move toward balance. Your job is not to control it, but to remove the obstacles in its way. And once you understand this, you realize something life-changing. Your body is not fragile. It is resilient, adaptive, and deeply wise. The reason these signs feel confusing is because we've been taught to treat the body like a machine instead of a living system. Machines can be pushed until they break. Bodies adapt, compensate, and sacrifice one system to save another. Energy drops so vital organs can function. Hair thins so nutrients can be redirected. Emotions dull so stress doesn't overwhelm you completely. These are not flaws. These are survival strategies. When symptoms become normal, that's when the real danger begins. Feeling tired all the time becomes your baseline. Digestive discomfort becomes routine. Poor sleep becomes expected. Mood swings become part of your personality. But normalization does not mean health. It simply means your body has adjusted to imbalance. This is why waiting for a diagnosis is risky. Medical tests are excellent at detecting disease, but poor at detecting early dysfunction. By the time numbers fall outside the normal range, the body has often been struggling for a long time. The silent phase is where real prevention lives. The most powerful shift you can make is learning to respond, not react. Reacting means panicking when symptoms get loud. Responding means adjusting your lifestyle when they're still quiet. This is where real healing begins. Start by creating consistency. The body loves rhythm. Regular sleep and wake times. Consistent meals. Daily exposure to natural light. Gentle movement instead of extremes. These simple actions regulate hormones, stabilize blood sugar, and calm the nervous system more effectively than most people realize. Next, protect your recovery. Rest is not laziness. Rest is biological maintenance. Without it, no system functions properly. Sleep is when your brain clears waste, your muscles repair, your hormones reset, and your immune system strengthens. When sleep suffers, everything else follows. Nourishment matters more than restriction. Undereating, skipping meals, and constant dieting teach the body to conserve energy and hold onto fat. Adequate protein, minerals, healthy fats, and whole foods signal safety to your body. Safety is the foundation of healing. Stress deserves attention, not dismissal. Stress is not just mental, it is physical. It changes digestion, hormones, immunity, and brain chemistry. Learning how to downshift your nervous system through breathing, slowing down, and setting boundaries is not self-care fluff. It's physiology. Perhaps the most important lesson is this: your body doesn't need perfection, it needs partnership. Healing is not about doing everything right, it's about doing enough consistently to let the body do what it already knows how to do. When you stop fighting your symptoms and start listening to them, the relationship with your body changes. You move from frustration to understanding, from fear to trust, from control to cooperation. The silent signs you've been experiencing are not warnings of failure, they are invitations. Invitations to slow down, to realign, to care differently, to choose long-term health over short-term comfort. Before we end, take a quiet moment to reflect on this: your body has never been against you. Every signal you've felt, every change you've noticed, every moment of discomfort has been your body trying to guide you, not punish you. The fatigue, the brain fog, the digestive issues, the mood shifts, these were not random problems. They were gentle messages asking for attention, care, and respect. True health doesn't begin in hospitals or pharmacies. It begins with awareness, with noticing patterns, with choosing to respond early instead of waiting until the body is forced to scream through pain or disease. When you learn to listen, you realize that prevention is not complicated, it's intentional. It's sleep that actually restores you, food that nourishes instead of numbs, movement that supports instead of exhausts, and stress management that calms your nervous system instead of pushing it harder. Your body is resilient beyond measure. Given the right conditions, it knows how to rebalance, repair, and heal. But it can only do that when you stop ignoring the whispers. When you treat symptoms as guidance, not inconveniences. When you shift from pushing through life to moving in harmony with your body. So, if something in this message felt familiar, don't brush it aside. Let it be your turning point. Start small. Listen closely. Respond gently. Because the earlier you listen, the easier healing becomes. Your body has been asking for your help long before it ever needed saving. Now that you know how to hear it, the next move is yours.